Hi and welcome to the Market Alert for Monday the 27th of March 2023. So Friday, risk-off returns as banking concerns re-intensify within Europe. Deutsche Bank down minus 12. But don't worry, Biden says banks in pretty good shape as small banks see biggest deposit outflows on record. They're all moving to the major banks. And then there's the Deutsche Bank headline from Friday. That's Friday morning. However, this continues through the morning. Deutsche Bank bloodbath reignites global crisis fears. And no reason to worry as Deutsche Bank bloodbath reignites global bank crisis fears. But then you don't need to worry because Yellen convenes emergency financial stability meeting on Friday and the market explodes. It isn't the crisis that explodes, it was the market to the upside. However, by the time the meeting had finished, the Financial Stability Oversight Council releases a nothing burger statement. While some institutions have come under stress, the US banking system remains sound and resilient. So sound and resilient seem to be the new buzzwords for central bankers. It's nauseating, isn't it? If they were sound and resilient, we'd be seeing these problems. But there you go. People do believe this stuff. Right, let's have a look at economic news for today. We're back to normal now, aren't we, time-wise? Let's have a look. German business climate info, that's out at 9. And then 6 p.m, Bailey is speaking, wheeling him out later tonight. So we'll just be aware of that one there. Okay, let's move on. Have a look at the market, see where they traded during Friday. It was wild, wasn't it? So let's take a look. And in the Dow, you can see the market rising on Friday. There is some supply there as the market tried to make its way back, coming off the 78% to the downside. Deutsche Bank loses 12%, market goes down, then it rallies back to the upside. We're also up on the overnight at the moment, barring another announcement today or Deutsche Bank continuing to the downside. The market's likely to head towards the upside just to prove its resilience. In the 30-minute chart, you can see the sell-off in the Dow to begin with. We traded down to Thursday's low and then we moved all the way back. Now this is interesting because we've got a situation here where Deutsche Bank loses 12%. So the market goes down to here, that's the range from high to low there, is 520. But as soon as Yellen has a behind closed door meeting with other officials, the market manages to trade up, look at this, to 699, all the way back from there to there. Massive range, incredible. So yeah, what you need to move stocks to the upside is a banking crisis, and then like I say, emergency meetings will do it. And you can see there, I mean, it was volatile, there's no doubts about that. It was up and down 100 points at a time during the 30-minute bars, but it continued to move to the upside there. And in the German DAX, doing exactly the same thing, trading down to near enough 62 in the daily charts, then moving up overnight as well. And on Friday, coming off the low dramatically there. So there's your sell-off with the Deutsche Bank. And obviously the German DAX taking a fair old hit. Not recovering as much as the Dow because obviously German market, German DAX. But it did recover during Friday with the meeting. So again, let's just have a look what we had here. We moved down in the Dow, the DAX 382, and then we rallied from that low to the high in the evening, which was around 290. So 300 down, 300 back for the DAX there. In the 5-minute chart, we're trying to move to the upside already on the overnight, as can be seen there, way above the DP. You'll see it there. If we just go over to the Friday trading session, you'll see the market fell out of bed, as can be seen there, moving down sharply, like I say, 300 points before then finding support and then grinding all the way back up with the US and then up on the overnight as well. Where's the high? Let's have a look, see what we've got, the high and the low, just to see where we are. We're not that far off the high in the 5-minute chart. They're a lot further to the low. On the low side, if the market moves down, the DP and the 200 MA in the 5-minute chart would be the first downside targets. So results for the week. On Monday I was down 309 for the trading on this day. I've already spoken about that. Came back from a weekend away, got stuck in and just didn't find the rhythm or picked the wrong trades or whatever. But by the end of the week, settled down and reversed a 390 odd loss. So 309 to 533 profit. So 800 for the week. 1.9. That's 1.69. Can't get anything right this morning. And we had 58-42 win-loss ratio by the end of the week. So correcting the Mondays all the way through then and got into it. And then, as you can see there, ending the week with another profit. And in the S&P also, similar to the Dow, you can see the market bouncing off the 78% retracement up on the overnight as well, heading back towards those highs. You can see, I'm just drawing some fibs there, already through 62. It's got to maintain this to get through all of the other ones there. But the market seems fairly strongish for the S&P. It'll want to get back through that 4,000, and I suspect if it does, there'll be a slightly big move to the upside. Just like the Dow, we saw the 30-minute sell-off as well, down to the lows. And obviously Yellen then sending the market back to the upside. Meanwhile, in the FTSE 100, also you can see testing for Friday, recovering really well for the FTSE. Needs to close above that 200 MA, the 50, and then the selection that we've got there as well in order to move higher. But like I say, this is barring any other bank that announces that it's got problems during the trading session. There's the move to the downside on the FTSE. It was a big move actually. If we just have a look, we had a 283 point drop, and then obviously the market's regaining 89% of that by the looks of things. Let's just have a quick look there. So from the high down to the low, back to 89. So we need to get through this and then through the high, and that will cancel out the move to the downside on Friday. Just that small aberration of a sell-off based on a major bank who could have potentially go bust. So it doesn't matter, does it? Like I said, the market's not taking any notice of any of the bad news anyway. It's just it'll use it, go to the downside. Like I say, all you need is a central banker to come out and say they've got it under control. It's all sound, and everything moves back to the upside. And in the GBP JPY, you see again also moving higher. Moved higher initially on the open, and is still moving on the overnight there as well. Stuck at 38%. Retracement. 30-minute chart, again you see the sell-off, you see the buyback with Yellen there. In the pound, are also down on Friday, but coming off the lows and sideways to higher there at the moment. 30-minute chart, you see the sell-off and then the buyback, but not as strong as I would have thought. But sitting at the DP at the moment, needs the dollar to go down in order to move higher. And in the dollar daily chart, up on Friday and slightly down on the overnight there as well. So the dollar's trying to move back to the upside at the moment as central bankers try to say that everything is under control and it's sound and resilient. And in the metals, silver up on Friday, getting hammered on the overnight at the moment, stuck at 38, but expect this to be moved to the downside. We're so overbought here at the moment, so that's why I put the fibs in on the downside. Dollar starting to show a bit of strength, any stability in the markets with no further panic from Deutsche Bank or sell-offs, then you can expect the metals to come under pressure. There's Friday, as soon as Yellen opened her mouth, the market was moved to the downside. Watch Friday's low, likely to be taken out there. And the same for gold, this coming under pressure as well. They're not letting it get through that $2,000 level at the moment. Should be flying through there with inflation and also all the other issues. Stuck at 50% retracement there. And in the 30-minute chart, you can see what impact Yellen had on this market on Friday, just by calling a secret meeting behind closed doors with other top officials. So there we go. There's a lot going on at the moment. There's nobody can predict where it's going at the moment. You just have to trade what you see. Be aware of, the fact that they can call these meetings, and the next thing the market's going up 500 points, 300 points, etc. So just be alert and be aware. Okay, that's it for this one. As ever, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.